So Nemo and
Sasha.
Sasha, how you doing? You lost something, Nemo. Can you tell us what it is?
It was the engagement ring that they gave me.
Okay.
It's made out of silver. It's like a thick band that covers about like
Okay.
this much of my finger.
Yeah.
And it has a like a branch, a silver branch as
Very-
integrated into it.
Very cool. Now, what did you put it on to keep it safe?
So I grabbed this like elastic, like one of those twirly elastic wrist things, and it had a key ring on it. And I'd already swam out, realizing that I hadn't actually transferred this to this.
Yeah.
And I was fumbling with it, and then I kind of panicked, realizing like if I fumble and then drop this in the water. So what I did is I took the elastic off, tried to loop it within itself.
Yeah.
To wrap around the ring, and I thought I got it. I put it back on my wrist. About 20 minutes later, I go, woo! No!
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't
Now,
secured.
now, 20 minutes later, do you feel you went any further? I mean, this is where it becomes the difficult task is the guesstimation of where you guys would have come out from there to here. While looking for Nemo's ring, I found this somewhat early into the search, a silver feather ring, and it had been there a while, you can tell. A lot of lines. We've been here for close to 4 hours, and you can see the grid, and we decided that possibly we were too far out. Do you think that's probably the case?
Absolutely.
What do you think it could be?
I'm feeling a little bit more like kind of in this area, like where the...
You guys, where do you think it could be?
What?
No!
I'll give it to you to give it to Nemo.
You're kidding me!
Just down there. When I dropped my scoop and was saying my batteries are dead.
Oh my god.
You're good. You're very good. You're very good.
Thank you.
Hey, Nemo.
Yes?
It's been a few years, but do you still want to marry me?
Yes! 1,000 times yes! Every time I lose the ring and somebody finds it, yes!
Oh my god!
Oh,
Well, now we have to invite you to the wedding.
Yeah.
awesome. Congratulations. What a beautiful ring. I didn't really take a hard look at it because I wanted to surprise you guys. Wow, beautiful. That was, can I tell you something?
What?
I saw it.
It was on top.
I eyeballed it. It was sitting on top. I'll walk you to it. Come on over.
Oh my gosh.
It was sitting on top. So this is why it's so important to go quickly, because anybody could have seen that. The great thing is nobody's looking for it. And the fact that there's only kids here today, and they were over there. Oh,
So was this the tin foil?
no. Tinfoil was over here. It was digging. This is when I dropped my, I don't know if you saw me, but I dropped my sand scoop. And I said my battery was dead. It was right about here. And it was just sitting right up top. Can I borrow it for a second?
Yeah.
So this is what it looked like. It looked like this. I'm going to wash it for you, but it was, you can see it. Oh my gosh. Hang on for a second. It was just covered.
Yeah.
And I could see the brim of it before I went over. So say it was more natural than that.
Yeah, it's just in the muck.
It was just in the muck, and I can see the brim, and I thought, yes. So there you go.
I cannot believe you found it.
Well, we were hoping, and you know what? We spent a lot of time, 4 hours out there, and then it was just when I looked at the tide, and you said it was almost in. I'm thinking, wait a minute, you couldn't be out that far. And this makes sense here because it's getting a bit hard to see the tent. You got a rock reference to your left, which you were making reference to. You wouldn't make it if you were out there, a rock reference. You'd be able to reference your tent. So I'm so happy for you. I'm going to wash this off.
And we we just found you here. We didn't call you.
No, we were just.
I know.
I just was like, I'm gonna come here, and then an hour into being here, I'm like, I am so bad at this. I am never gonna find this thing, and then you just show up.
It's that, I don't know if it's Murphy's Law or just destiny. I mean, I was in my office today, and I was starting to work on my project, and I thought, I got to go to the beach today. Something just drew me here.
What's kismet mean?
Kismet? It's like when something happens and it's like,
Collides too good.
yeah, it's good. It's a good coincidence.
Nice. Well, I love it. I'm so happy, honored to find this for you. I could tell they were looking for something, or they just got a metal detector and were playing, but I walked by and Nemo came up and asked if I could help find a lost ring. That search took probably over 4 hours. Not an exact spot. We were where they thought it could be, but after asking a bit more questions, and I asked a lot of questions, we figured out, looking at the tide tool, they must have been closer into shore. I ended up finding it, you guys. You don't get to see it because I eyeballed it. It was in the mud, just sticking out of the mud a little bit. So I wanted to surprise them, so I kind of faked my batteries were dead, and I captured them by surprise. Thank you for watching my videos. I love my job, and what a great couple. They haven't got married yet, but that was his wedding band, and it meant the world to both of them. So I'm honored to be able to help continue that story. Thank you. Tell your friends about the ring finders. Take care.